Next on Be More to Do More podcast, I get in the car and I leave. I pull out of our neighborhood, made a left on Stone Mountain Lithonia. What?
Dang.
Police pulled me over, right?
Did you feel like T.I. when I still ain't forgave myself?
Yeah.
The lights behind me.
I'm just going through all this in my head, man.
You didn't think about going to jail?
I probably. And then, you know, I ain't gonna say I had a rap sheet, but, you know, I had something on my history or whatever. So the cop came to my car, man, and he knocked on the back window with his light. I said, but he didn't come to the first one.
Right.
I'm like, I'm finna get loud. Something about to happen. So he put the flashlight in the car and he said, is your middle name Demon? I said, I'm going to jail. so my middle name is Demon. Okay.
Demon? Why you say like
it's
that?
D-E apostrophe capital M-O-N.
Let's talk about it. When the last time you told somebody keep their head up cause you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing love, don't tolerate hate around it. Sticking to keeping it real, we never keep up with the scope. Wanna be more than do more than most. Wanna be more than do more than most.
This episode is brought to you by Lucilla's Cleaning Service, where your cleanliness is our business. Now, this company specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. So if you want a free quote, be sure to reach out to their website at www.lucillascleaningservice.com.
I'm sick of worrying about wet cars. I'm sick of worrying about the government. I can't eat. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that, Kev. Nobody else. You. Kevin, if I had the money, not only will I give back, I would change lives.
All right, let's talk about it. What's happening? Welcome back to Be More to Do More podcast. Well, we help you to become the person you need to become, to do the things you call to do. Your boy Tone in the building, and
Henry Allen Harton.
the what?
Third.
Don't forget the
3.
You already know, man. So, yeah.
But today, oh man, nah. So today we're gonna talk about the beginning of becoming.
Hey, man, let's go.
I don't know what. So I'd never seen the movie.
Okay.
I'd never seen the movie, but I think I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I remember like Bow running from somebody or something. That's all I know. But But I don't know if he became rich or if he became wealthy from the lottery. But the movie we played was or the clip we played was from a movie called The Lottery Ticket.
I think The Lottery Ticket or Lottery or something
starring
like that.
Bow Wow and Brandon,
That guy.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but it brings up a good point. A good conversation.
Right.
About the beginning of becoming, and like being broke, or or
something about that,
or even reaching to the next level,
right,
of becoming,
right,
and you having to start all the way over again,
man.
So we got some stories we're gonna share today.
Definitely, man, bro. Okay, listening to that, right, and just thinking about my story. I'm trying to figure out like people who say like they get money and stuff like that. They're just so prideful. Like I believe the struggle humble you. Really. Is it just me?
Nah, definitely humble.
But I see a lot of people out here flexed up.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, yo, I don't want nobody to go through that. You know what I mean? So I don't get it, man. But yeah, let's talk about it, bro. What I just know I got plenty of stories concerning that, man, and plenty tiers and levels. And I took Chris Ann through the ringer.
Yeah.
So I could give you many stories about, bruh, just, okay, because I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm always taking risks. That's just what I do. I think I quit a job back in 2014. I just quit.
just left.
I said, I'm going to go for it. Be an entrepreneur. I'm going to do real estate. Didn't work out, but the thing is though, I got the experience, ran through a couple of deals, went through the process of acquiring property and, stuff like that. Got a lot of knowledge, man, but not so much money.
Yeah.
So, it left me to be broke. And I did this a few times. I think I worked at Comcast in corporate, Comcast business. I think I got fired though. I think. I don't know if I quit or I don't know if I quit or got fired.
Yeah.
But there was an email because I kind of just stopped working. I was just going to work because it was boring, man. Like who wants to look at numbers all day? Like look at the computer. Like it's not my thing, man. So she gave me an email like, I don't think this is a good fit for you.
Dang.
And I was like, you know what? You're right.
You're right.
My apology for wasting your time. I feel like I don't know. That's why I don't know if I quit.
Yeah.
I said, well,
a mutual departure.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. But I've been through many times of being broke, on the come up, broke again, come up, broke again. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, and it's like, all right, from my perspective, I feel like the best times of, I ain't gonna say best time of my life, but like there's some good times being on the come up.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
And they're going through that adversity and like, so like I give you a story time. Story time.
We need a drop for that one too, bro.
So, network marketing, right? They always tell you got to get to the big event.
Right.
And you need to bring somebody with you.
Yep.
But we ain't had no team. It was me and Tawana. Shout out to Tawana.
Okay. Shout out right.
Right. Pay for the event, whatever, all that traffic, whatever. Right. Hotel, all this stuff. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And, this one time,
this one time at band camp, go ahead.
We were flying out to Vegas.
Right.
I believe it was Project 50,000. So it was just a name.
Project 50,000.
Project. I think it was like they wanted 50,000 people in the organization.
Oh, okay.
But Project 50K, it was a big thing though back in the day, right?
Right.
Project 50K, right? And I think we had a connecting flight. So we end up getting, or maybe it was going to California. It was something.
Right.
I can't remember exactly where. It was somewhere on the West Coast though.
Right.
And we had a connecting flight.
Right.
And I think we were in Arizona. And in the plane, like they canceled the flight because of weather.
Wow.
And by the time everything was going to get back up, it was, we would have missed the event.
Oh, man.
So we just had to figure it out.
So what y'all do?
We ended up, and I don't even remember. And again, like, it was one of those things where we had just enough money.
Okay.
To get like a rental car. I don't remember them charging us a deposit.
Right.
I don't remember what company it was, but we had just enough money to get a rental car. And I think they kind of helped us out because they knew we were like flight canceled. These clearly some college kids, like,
man,
whatever. I don't know, but anyway. But there was like a couple other people on the flight with us.
Right.
That it was like, well, hey, we're going to the same place. We might as well carpool together.
Okay.
So we did.
It worked out.
And we had a blast.
Man.
Like, we were able to, we obviously make friends with those people that shout out to Miss Joy, the Roysons as well. We were able to make friends with those people. And they took us to Took us out to dinner with the Papados.
What?
Like they paid for our dinner. Like
I was about to say they had the money.
It was legit. It was a legit like some aunties that really kind of brought us in. You know?
What's up. That's what's up.
And yeah, man, it was one of those situations where like you don't know how it's gonna work out, but you just have that faith that it's gonna work out. And it did.
Oh my gosh, bro. I think that's the beauty of the struggle though, man.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Yeah.
But seeing it happen, you know, seeing it work out, but not knowing how it was gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the beauty of the struggle. I was let me see. I've been through this journey a few times, like I mentioned, but man, I was living in my apartment right when I met Chrisanne.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you know, Chrisanne, she's this high class chick, man. I like nice things, right?
Yeah.
Shout we in the hood. Shout what? You feel me? Nah. But man, but I just knew it was time for a change, you know. And this started like my entrepreneur endeavor, and me reading Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
I kind of did a spin the block, you know, because I'm reading that right now. But Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he mentioned to join a multi-level marketing. So I did that. How I did that was interesting.
Okay.
Because here it is, man. Like, I'm like, okay, I want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know who to reach out to. Like, I want to do multi-level marketing. At this point, we just had Twitter, wasn't like Instagram and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this number, and I guess this upline was connected to Body by Buy?
Yeah, something like Body by V, I think.
By Sellers?
Yep.
So I called them. They said, okay, we'll call you back. They never reached out.
Dang.
So yeah. So I was like, dang, like, and I think in this moment, like, Lord, I just really want to get out of this situation, man. I just really want to learn and become an entrepreneur. I know I'm called to do more, right? So it was one day, man, I ain't had no money. I ain't had no food. Shout out to the Talbots, man, my in-laws. Yeah. They always looked out for me, man. So
they always cooking too. I started to call my wife and be like, hey, what are we cooking tonight, man? What we what we doing?
Right.
Sorry, go ahead.
They never run out of food.
You got a personal chef in the house.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So Chrisanne, who was my girlfriend, man, she was like, you know, just come by the house. You know, we got food here. I said, okay. Remind you, I didn't have no money. I didn't have no gas in my car. And I didn't have any insurance on my car. I just got this car. I was on unemployment. So those checks back in the day were like $320 a week.
Okay. So
it took me maybe 6 to 12 months to save up for a car that I got from this junk. It's not a junkyard, but they sell like cars
auction type.
Not auction, but it's this place on East Ponce Leon, you know, close to Scottsdale, Georgia. Shout out to them, whoever they are.
Help job, huh?
Yeah. But they had this Mazda 626, and usually you just have to pay cash for the car. But I'm blessed, man, because he was like, look, you just make payments on it, it's yours. I said, I can do that monthly. So he allowed me to do that for like 6 to 12 months. So I finally got this car. I'm hungry. Chrisanne said, come by. You know, she helped me out with gas. You know, she's the truth in that area. You know, she'll look out for you, boy. So I said, cool. So now I'm praying, like, I hope I won't get pulled over. If I lose my car, then I'm back to square one, catching a bus, trying to find a job. Ooh. So I get there, you know, her and I kicking it. I ate, you know.
Was the food good?
Yeah, man, it was always good.
Yeah.
You know, I can't complain about that. So, you know, it was about 11, 10.
Was it some chow mein? Or was
it sure was, bro.
Stop playing. It was chow mein for real?
It was chow mein, real talk. Man. I remember what it was. It was chow mein. It sure was. Like, that's crazy because I had 2 bowls, bro.
Oh, hey, you got to get the second one.
Man.
You can't get the first one without getting you got to get the second bowl of chow mein.
Yeah, and I took some home too, bro. Like, for real. Like, I'm telling you, bro, they never run out of food. Anyway, so I'm like, all right, cool. Close time to leave, like 10 o'clock at night, 10, 11 o'clock. So I get in the car and I leave. I pull out of our neighborhood, I think I made a left on Stone Mountain Lithonia for those of y'all in East Side, whatever. Whoop.
Dang.
Police pulled me over, right?
Did you feel like T.I. when the I still ain't forgave myself?
Yeah.
The lights behind me.
But see, I wasn't in the trap then, so I was good. I just knew I wasn't gonna have no car no more, and I'm like, dang, I gotta start back to square one, and I'm just going through all this in my head, man.
You think about going to jail? Like, don't they send people to jail?
Oh, no insurance?
Yeah.
I didn't know back then.
Oh, okay.
I probably. And then, you know, I ain't gonna say I had a rap sheet, but, you know, I had something on my my history or whatever. So the cop came to my car, man, and he knocked on the back window with his light. I said, "Boy, he didn't come to the first one."
Right.
I'm like, I'm finna get loud. Something about to happen. So he put the flashlight in the car, and he said, "Is your middle name Demon?" I said, I'm going to jail. Why I'm going to jail.
Oh, boy, you done.
So my middle name is Demon. Okay?
Demon? Why you say it like that?
D-E apostrophe capital M-O-N. It spelled like demon, but, you know.
Your middle name is Demon?
Shout out to Dad for giving me that name. You know, I probably almost cost my life, man, but, you know. So he was like, your middle name Demon? I was like, no, sir, it's Demon. He was like, oh, okay.
Wait, is that why y'all name your son like that? That same kind of sound?
So my first initial is A. My middle name is Mon.
Oh, I didn't know that until now.
Yeah, Amon.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, look at you. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I like
I Slick gave my name. I'm Slick. But so he was like, okay. Just so happened I had the Rich Dad Poor Dad book on my seat. And then because I was in school too. I was trying to go to school part time, so I had my little school tag. And he's like, "You in school?" He saw it with the flashlight. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yes, sir." He was like, "Okay." He was like,
well, let's say if you had the tag, if you wasn't in school, would you tell him like, yeah? You still would have told him, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely would have lied. Definitely would have told that field, right? But he was a black cop. Okay. So I wasn't that afraid, but I was like, I don't know. Then he flashed the flashlight on my book. He said, "You read Robert Kiyosaki?" That's when the whole conversation went left. And I was like, yeah. Like, okay, what this got to do with anything, right?
Right.
And he was like, He said, "I got the perfect opportunity for you."
Wow.
I was like, wow. He was like, "Hey, here's my number. Call me like the beginning of this week." And he was like, just be careful, all right? I said,
look
okay.
At God.
Yeah, I said, okay. So I called him, and he was, with Amway. And he became my upline. To this day, he's my best friend, Deron Fulton, that I call Officer Fulton. Let me give you.
Do you want to blank his name out just in case? Is he still a cop?
No.
Okay.
No. He's a now I'm gonna have to get him on the show, man. He's an entrepreneur now, making big bucks too. So, he was my upline, man, and him and I've been rocking, man, since 2010, bro. Like,
dude. Think about it, right? Had you not already started a journey of becoming,
right,
you'd have been done. Like, your journey of becoming saved your car, right? Saved you from having any additional, money that you had to pay out,
right?
And it saved you from not going to jail,
right.
That's crazy
because I was intentional. For one, and I guess it plays a part in purpose too. Mm-hmm. Just having that relationship with Christ and Him, just watching me, and yeah, man, like, it saved my life. And I got a good friend for life,
Yeah.
Like, him and I, you met Deron.
I don't know if I've met him before.
You have met Deron. You definitely met Deron. Deron and Chelsea, they always come to everything we have, they come.
You sure?
Positive. When you see them, you like, oh, okay, yeah. So we're gonna play this back, and I'm like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. So, man, just going through that struggle, man, and just starting from level one, but being intentional about what I want. Mm-hmm. God kind of just, there you go, and brought a good friend in my life, and You know, and we still to this day we talk about building and stuff like that. So
yeah.
So
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's a dope story.
Yeah. I should have said story time. I didn't even say story time. Yeah.
Story time. I'll say story time.
Yeah.
So I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Like, and I think again, it's the beginning of becoming.
Right.
I think when I was like just kind of growing up, I think still at this point I was still somewhat drifting, but I think like football really molded me.
Right.
Like it really like taught me the foundational things that I needed to be successful. I think that's why like I go so hard just with everything, just because of, so like, so I was always a fat kid, right? Always, right?
Me too.
And so I played on the D line.
Wait, we should have named this podcast "Two Fat Boys."
Two Fat Boys.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But no, so I played on the defensive line.
Right.
And again, where I'm from, high school football is everything.
Right. Yeah. I saw that. They even got a Netflix special, man. Yeah. But anyway,
it's intense. But what is also intense is we had a coach.
Okay.
And he called it in this coach, he's a legend, like at Lowndes High School, right? Coach J.
Okay, Coach J.
He also was like a track and field coach too, or whatever. But
shout out Coach J.
Yeah, but like he had what he called the boneyard.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and they called it a boneyard because people would go down there and you ain't coming back out.
What?
Like it was, I'm telling you, intense. Like, and if we did the stuff back then if we did the stuff today, like he would go to jail. Like legit, like it's over with.
Wow.
Because I mean, it's, I'm about to say these kids soft, but when I look back on, I'm like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have been doing that stuff, to be honest with you. But like, we had something called Bull in the Ring. You remember Bull in the Ring?
Yeah, I do.
And he didn't care. Like he didn't care at all. Like he gonna call it. You better get up. Right. Because that next person is coming. It's
coming.
and I just remember like, and so another part of it is when ninth grade, after the season, they go up to varsity.
Right.
So I'm in ninth grade, probably 180 pound, 14-year-old.
Right.
Going against dudes that's like 300 pounds.
Big boys.
18, 19 years old.
6'1", 6'2".
Like legit.
Yeah.
So we got Bull in the Ring. You're pretty much a punching bag the whole practice. And I remember wanting to quit.
Right.
And my dad wouldn't let me quit. But what I realized though during that time though, man, is like, and there was some other guys too that was in the same grade again as me. We're going through the same thing. But I just remember like there's a type of like bond and camaraderie that you have.
Right.
When you go through some struggles with some people together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I'm so grateful for that experience though. I mean, ultimately I ended up staying on the team. I ended up, I ended up starting my senior year, like that whole thing. It was a whole journey to do that. But like again, like because I went through that. Right. Like there's nothing that I can get through.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because that was difficult. And you just, again, you're going against guys that's like, feel like twice your size.
Right.
And they like, you ain't no escaping it because you can't quit.
And it built you too, like yeah.
That's the reason why I'm so resilient to this day.
Right.
Like it started that. That's the beginning of my becoming. I feel like.
So what was the initial thought that sparked you to say, hey, when I wanted to quit, I'm finna get through this. What was it? You said Dad wouldn't let me quit.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me. Yeah.
Was that?
Well, I wanted a ring. I mean, outside of my dad not letting me quit, I wanted a ring, right? And I wanted it because again, high school football is, and you win a state championship, like that's it.
So that was your reward.
Yeah,
a ring.
Yeah.
Did you get a ring?
We got one. We got two actually, man. But
who's counting?
Yeah, we know who's counting. We should have had three, but I ain't gonna say nothing about. I'm gonna say it, bump it. I don't know why you gotta. This is my personal rant. Why you the number? We won the state championship the year before this. And I'm sorry, doobies. I gotta get this off.
Get it off.
But we won the state championship the year before,
right?
And we went undefeated the next year. And we had to play away. Like we had to go to, I don't know where Grayson is. Where's Grayson? Is that Lawrenceville?
Yeah, that's out here.
Yeah. We had to come all the way out here to Grayson.
Play Grayson.
Yeah, that was, man. They shouldn't have. We were getting cheated that game. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh yeah,
we should have never. Like had we played in the Concrete Palace, we would have blew them boys out.
Oh man.
But I just had to get that out because there's no reason why you should have to play. Like you're undefeated. You're the number 2 team in the nation.
Right.
Why should you have to go and play somewhere? Sometimes it ain't fair, guys. So, just
so on your journey to becoming, it ain't all gonna be fair, man. Just notice that. I mean, you did mention like a reward, right? Like, like my reward was, when I was with Amway, we wanted to go diamond.
Yeah.
Your reward was a ring with football, right?
Yeah.
And whatever you had, should I even be saying Amway?
I mean,
okay.
They legends,
Yeah, they
why not?
Okay.
Why not? Shout them out,
And shout out to Amway, man. If it weren't for Amway, we wouldn't be sitting right here today.
Yeah.
Real talk.
It's real.
Yeah, and your peoples.
Yeah. Shout out to my OG guys.
Okay, cool.
OG,
I didn't want to say your peoples, but
Organo.
Yeah.
You know what to say it? Organo. It's
But for me, my reward was going diamond. Never went diamond, because they make millions and millions of dollars. I think another time is when I quit my job in 2014. I quit the bank to do real estate. And I had this epiphany before I did that. Me and Chris Ann, we went to Myrtle Beach. I think this was my first time seeing an ocean, bro, in 2014.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, so your first time like going to the beach?
Seeing the ocean.
What does that mean? Hold on, what's the difference?
Like I've been to like Lake Alatuna. I've been to Lake Lanier. I've been to lakes.
But you've never been to like a beach, like a
never been to an ocean.
Until 2014?
2014, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I wasn't exposed like that, man. So
is that how they like going coming up in the inner city? Like, is that, because I'm from the country, so it's a little different.
Yeah. I can't speak for everybody, I can't. So I don't know, probably, maybe.
Yeah.
I know my son is doing a lot better than I am. His first time seeing the ocean was at 6 months.
Dang.
Or 7 months. But anyway, but yeah, man, my first time seeing the ocean, I had this epiphany, like, I want to be financial free, man. That was my reward. Like, I can't do this on this job, man. And I knew that because going back, reading Rich Dad Poor Dad back when I was, 2010, 2011, I knew this. So I'm like, okay, real estate is it. I'm going to learn it, financially free. It made sense in my mind. Like, that's how we look at things. It's going to be this. And boom, financially free.
Yeah.
Didn't happen that way. Not at all.
Yeah.
Didn't work out at all.
Well, it did, because I'm sure you learned something from that.
That's my point. I'm gonna touch on the point later. So my reward was to be financially free, just like my reward with Amway was to go diamond, just like your reward with football was to get a ring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I wanted to go diamond too, though.
Y'all got a diamond in OG?
We had a diamond in OG.
Real?
Yeah,
y'all had platinum and all that.
Well, platinum was a beginning level, but yeah, we had
So that was your main motivation to go diamond?
You can say that because I wanted the money. But literally, I have a diamond speech.
Right.
So I'm gonna tell you. All right. So shout out to David and Manitier.
Okay. I can never pronounce his name like you can. You say it so effortlessly.
Well, it's practice. When you study somebody for so long,
yeah, you just know. Yeah,
you just
it's like your mentor.
Yeah, like from afar, right? Like it's like, and I got plenty of those, right? Plenty of mentors from afar, but like, he used to, and I just found it so, and it's almost like what we're doing today, right?
Right.
Where he would do a speech, and it'll be so biblically principled, like driven,
right.
But you can't but he would disguise it inside of the network marketing space.
Wow.
And it was beautiful to watch. Like it was just the way he mastered that.
Wow.
Like I got my diamond speech, and my diamond speech is a story of going diamond.
Right.
Built around a story in the Bible.
You still got it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. My first introduction to him was actually last year.
What?
Let me be real. You've been saying his name to me for a long time.
Yeah.
But I just started following this YouTuber, and he had this YouTuber had a conference and invited him, and I've been watching him from But then I saw his name. I said, "Oh, that's who Henry was talking about." Yeah. So he's really cool. I like that.
He doing big. I mean, that dude like freaking goat. He's a goat,
right?
Like, in my opinion, right? Like, and that's like when I look at the like belief, like that's who I think about. It's like, how do you believe on a bigger level?
Right.
It's him. He's branding himself that.
So you had David
M1ETA.
Yeah. We had Bill Britt. See how easy that was?
Britt.
See how easy that was? Bill Britt.
Is that a black versus a white thing, brother?
Nah, man. Nah.
I'll just play.
Nah. Bill Britt. Yeah, well, he's white.
No, just about the name.
Oh,
I was just anyway, never mind.
Now he was an older gentleman, man. Like, and he owned Britt Worldwide. I think they still making money, man.
I mean, gotta be. He's one of like the
top first, distributors, with Amway, and I think he was worth billions.
Yeah.
And we was going to FED to see him, but right before we was preparing to go, he passed away.
Dang.
Right before, but we used to see videos of him. And he would get up there and preach the word. Like, I was like, this man got billions.
Yeah.
But he's preaching the word. Like, Robert Kiyosaki said something. He said, if you look at mainstream media and how they portray wealthy people, either they're like buttholes or, they have some type of cripple, something about their character that doesn't sit well with people, But Bill Britt was the first billionaire that I just... he would bluntly state his gratitude for God and Jesus Christ, Now here it is. Majority of his group was Indians, but he would get up there at every FED and give the word, man. And he was that for me, just like how David was for you. So so that was my picture. I was like, man, I can do that, just giving the word and being wealthy too. You know what I mean? Like, so you can do both.
I'll take that too.
You can do both. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah, man. That was my picture, man.
Yeah, and I think to kind of all this stuff that we just talked about, all these stories about coming up. I mean, I got stories after stories about becoming.
Right.
The beginning of becoming, but. Lyric of the week.
Okay, cool. Because after that, I want to do the scripture. I'm going to go lyric.
Don't be sleeping on your level because there's beauty in the struggle. J. Cole. Because no matter how bad you have it right now, I'm telling you, there's beauty inside of it. Like you gotta be able to focus on what you're getting out of the experience,
man,
versus what you're going through, because it will change. again, I got some of my best friends. We have stories of like, that's what make you close.
The struggle.
The struggle is what makes you close, in my opinion.
Right.
So don't be sleeping on your level.
They got
beauty in the struggle.
You got to flip that switch, man, when you're struggling, because I want to go into the scripture, but I kind of feel like I want to hold out a little.
Nah, let's go.
You sure?
Let's go.
You sure? Okay, so we actually talked about this scripture, man. We talked about this scripture with Vo, actually, and it's in James. So the beauty about desiring a reward is the desire itself. I said that on the last podcast, and I said I wanted to get into it. So I know we talked about our struggles and we talked about, our reward, like what was our picture, that we was aiming for, or what was the goal, or what was the reward that kind of actually kept us going.
Yeah.
Although I did real estate, but didn't make it in real estate, or I did Amway, didn't make it in Amway. And I used to look back and like, man, I did all those things for nothing. You know what I mean? But I didn't count the cost as to who I became in the process of chasing those rewards, So I want to read James, I think it's 1 and 3. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I was sure looking for it. Boy, that was the Holy Spirit there, boy, because my mind was rambling. James 1 and 3. You done with the lyric?
Yeah.
Did you go into it?
Yeah.
I felt like I just kind of cut you off.
Nah, I mean, it's again, J. Cole, don't be sleeping on your level because it's beauty in the struggle. Like, you just gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it because it's so much goodness, man, that comes in that.
Right.
And I think now, like, I don't know if this might go off on what you're about to go through, but like, I think now, like, I look at my situation now, right, and still beginning of the coming. There's different phases.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
There's different. Like, you may go up a mountain and you're at the top dog at that mountain.
Right.
But then you got to go back down. You got to go to your next one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
you got to go down to get to the next mountain.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Like, for real.
But you never go down the same person.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real.
Go ahead.
But and I think now, like, in my current position, like, it could be viewed as difficult. Right. Because, and somebody said this, I was talking to somebody, I took an employee out to lunch, and he said it so eloquently. He was like, hey, I know you said that the assistant manager position is probably one of the toughest positions in the company, but man, when I look at your position, man, really, I think it's an area manager because, you're like right between where corporate and then right where the field is, and you got to be able to mirror those two.
Ooh,
I was like,
bars.
You know what? You're right. I was glad you noticed that. But for real though, like that's just the reality of it. Is like, because I have to be able to relate to somebody that's like, that's going through it day in, day out.
Right.
Like you have, and also all the things personally that people go through, all these different things.
Right.
Cause you're coming up. Like, you kind of at the top of, but you still have that one more level to get to. Right.
So it's two different struggles that you're in between.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
And the people are dealing with different struggles. Like the people that make sense. Okay,
yep.
Go ahead.
Then you have you're good. Then you have the people at the top, right? That quote unquote top, but that expect this thing to happen, but they don't. But I gotta be able to. Okay, I can't give them that in that way, right? Because of what they have going on outside of just work.
That's true.
But it is a difficult place to be at when where you kind of where you do have to kind of be that in between, right? For those two, but it's just, and again, it's just anything, right? So it's a lot of things. Should I say it's a lot of things that, like, again, like I was at the top of my game, right, 2 years ago, Well, me being at the top of my game required me to go to another level.
Right.
Now I'm at the
bottom of the other one.
Now I'm not necessarily at the bottom, but when I first started, it was. I remember something happening. I remember something. You got to learn how to compartmentalize.
Right.
I remember something happened. Dealing with an employee, and I'm trying to figure out how to overcome that, and it's a whole struggle thing. But then I'm walking to this another branch, and I gotta be who I need to be for that person.
True. And
if I carry what I'm going through in another location, to this person, they're not going to be able to get to where they need to get to.
That's true. I think we talked about that briefly, like with Vo, and I think a
little bit, yeah.
Like, and I like how y'all care, like, and it's all like a communication, understanding type. And I think we said it too in the a few pods ago when we were talking about different strengths, like, and communicating with people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to know your people you communicate with.
Yeah, and you got to be able to compartmentalize.
Right.
Like you have to be able to like, okay, yes, this is tough right now. This is but what can I learn from this? Okay, let me put this in the box over here.
Right.
Let me focus on this so I can get this all of my attention.
That requires discipline.
It does require discipline.
Yeah,
but you can do it though.
Yeah, of course.
You can. Because again, it's yes, it's a struggle, but the beauty of it is that when you get to your next level. It's gonna be like
it's an additive.
Yeah, it's like it's so easy. It's like it's like I don't know. It's like coughing or something. Like it's just natural. It's just natural.
You say coughing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. James 1. My brethren, count it all joy. I'm starting at 1. Count it all joy when you fall into various trials, when you fall into various struggles. The beginning of the next level, you at the bottom again, but count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. That's James 1-4. We did do that scripture with Vo.
We didn't talk about the beginning part because that was news to me.
No, we didn't talk about the beginning part. We talked about the verse 4, but God gave me a revelation, and I think I briefly spoke on it towards the end of the last pod. And I'm gonna read it because I want you guys to catch it just like I caught it. Let me see where I can find it. Well, I guess not. So pretty much, I looked up the word patience in Greek. And what I've gotten out of that is, I know why I wrote it. The word patience means let me see. One of the meanings for patience means to desire or to hope for. Patience. Yeah, one of the Greek words for patience is to desire, to hope for. And it's interesting. Hey, look, real quick, make sure you guys, if you're reading scripture, make sure you guys get this strong concordance, because if you want like the true meat and meaning of a particular word, then the concordance give you each, okay, here you go. The concordance give you like what the Greek meaning of the word is. So the word patience means cheerful or hopeful, endurance, constancy, enduring patience, continuance. So cheerful or hopeful. So hopeful, I started going to this little rabbit hole. So hopeful, then you look up the word hopeful, and it means to have qualities which inspire hope, full of hope, inclined to hope. And what it's saying is that you should be wanting nothing. Let patience have its perfect work. And then it goes to you should be wanting nothing. It's not really about the reward when it comes to patience, because patience is the process of desiring something, because desiring produces hope. for that thing that you want.
Okay.
When it produces hope, you're inspired to do things, to get through things. You see what I'm saying? So you're inspired to go through your struggles because you so much want this thing that you hope for that you're willing to get through it. For instance, you playing football, you was willing to be a punching bag to get that ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was willing to get, pulled over by a police officer, just to get into a multi-level marketing. I went through all my struggles just to try to get the diamond. I quit my job just to get or try to be financially free from real estate. I never received the reward. Never. But what the patience did was produce the desire in me and produce the hope in me to remain consistent through those struggles, which made me a better person today than I am today. And because of all of that I've been through, we have this. So
bring it home, baby.
So I know it was a lot, man. I gotta bring y'all into my study world. I get caught up in these rabbit holes.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because it's never about the reward.
Yeah.
It's so you won't be wanting nothing. You know what I mean? You become the person, even if you don't acquire the thing that you hope for, but you become the person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's going to contribute to something else in the future. So if it wasn't for Amway and FED and wanted to be on the conference screen with a cool video before I come out and do a speech, it wouldn't be no Be More to Do More, or it wouldn't, like, if it wasn't for OG, it wouldn't be. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no Be More to Do More. So like, our desire has gotten us here. So. Yeah, I hope I broke that down right.
Yeah,
because I couldn't find my notes at all.
You broke it down perfectly.
If y'all can see, I couldn't find my notes, but okay. That was a test.
Man, that was special.
Yeah,
that was special. So the reward, don't get caught up in the reward, because I guess being patient is the reward.
It is, and the desire that it produces. I mean, of course, we're going to want the reward.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying don't want the reward. No, want the reward, because the Bible says, well, hope is deferred, the heart grows sick. So we need hope.
Don't get caught up in it, though.
Right.
Because if you get caught up in it, then you're not going to be patient enough to continue to hope for it. So you're just going to go to something else.
Right. That's true. And, the person you become is not the person that you have been. You become better. Like I say, you go up a mountain, you're not going to be the same coming back down to get to that next level. You're going to be stronger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get to that next level.
So all my doobies out there.
Doobies!
Be patient.
Be patient.
Understand that there's beauty in your struggle right now.
Right.
Embrace it. Because and I think another thing too, like, again, being able to, when other people go through things, you're able to help them through it as well, because
that's true. That's true. That's the beauty of just, like, I guess, purpose, what we always talk about, and just being God's people, man, and being connected, man, like, for real, like, the beauty of just helping each other and building from each other's experience, that is beautiful, man.
And that's how you make your best time. You'll come up. Like, you're going to come up your best time.
Make you come up your best time. It's beauty in your struggle, man.
Just take it right now.
It's beauty in your struggle, man.
Do you still want to be a diamond?
Hey, real talk, man. Look, real talk. No, real talk. Me and Duran, when we call each other, we're like, bro, long time. You went diamond yet? Because no, we're still aiming, but it's just not with Amway. Yeah. You know what I mean? We still going diamond. Yeah. It's just not with Amway.
Still want to be a diamond too.
You do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got my song. I already know like, it's happened so many times in my mind.
Right.
I probably want to be diamond for the rest of my life.
See, when that moment comes, it's going to be natural, because it already happened to you, right? Yeah. That's the desire that it produced. Yeah. It already happened. And think about it too, man. Like, when you got those rings in football, like, how did that feel?
Oh, man. Yeah. It's legit.
How long did that feeling last, though?
Next season come up, we got to do it again.
See, it didn't last long.
Yeah.
So when something manifests, you got to understand, like, the power of manifestation. People always want stuff to manifest, but you have to understand something. When you produce something in real time, it's not going to last because real time is meant to dissipate. So that's why. That's why desire, hope, patience, all the spiritual context is more important than when it manifests.
Yeah.
Like the person you become is better than the reward itself.
I wonder that's why I'm always happy.
Hey,
Like it takes a lot for me to like get into a funky mood. I'm very rarely in a funky mood.
right. Man.
I wonder is that why? I wonder if that's the reason why, because like I've lived in my future so much,
right.
that like
It's here already.
yeah, like
It's spiritual, man.
yeah, it's gotta be
When it matters, man, the Bible talk about that, man. See, these scriptures are coming, but I'm gonna have to find it for y'all, and I'm gonna have to place it in the description. I'll give y'all some scriptures to read concerning what we're saying. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
like that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Cool. We good? Man, y'all be sure y'all like, hey man, there's
Hey man, put a comment in, man. I put a comment in the box. I want to see what y'all saying. I want to hear your thoughts.
What can y'all find beauty in y'all struggle, man?
Yeah.
I don't care if you got $1 million. What's your struggle trying to get to 2 million? You know what I mean? Like, where are you right now? And where's the beauty in your struggle? That's all I'm saying, man. So yeah.
Dang, I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm looking forward to reading people that when they put in your toughest time, what is your biggest takeaway from it? Like I want to hear about that. I want to hear about your biggest takeaway from your toughest time on the road to becoming.
Oh, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. Yeah, Mike can bring him on the show, man, to talk about it too.
We'll see.
Never know. But hey, man, y'all be sure to like, subscribe, share this information, hit the bell. Hit the bell, man, and let's get this information out of here, man. Y'all make sure y'all follow Be More to Do More podcast. We are everywhere. No excuses. Everywhere. Download this audio, whatever, all that stuff, man. And I think I'm out, man. You good?
I'm good.
We good?
Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about him. Going hard for the game, showing love, bones, tolerate.